All right, let's go. Okay. Boom. Cool. We are live. All right. Yep. So today, guys, we're gonna just do a full morning of just follow-up phone calls. I have lots to do. Some of these people I spoke to, some of them I did not. But regardless, we are going to make calls anyway and see if we can get some appointments. So today's a big day of follow-up. We're gonna start with some commercial. Let's get our phone set, and then we're gonna rock and roll. Okay. Oh, and I also need to set up something with pictures. Cool. All right. So the first one we're gonna do is, and I sent this one over to my partner. I don't know if he wants to do it. It's a super unique property, and it's far. That's the challenge here, is the property's far. There we go. Got a spot on it. Okay. Second one we're gonna do is, let's see, 10, 12. Oh, this is a nice one, 2.2 million. Now, I didn't see this one come in, so let's see if we can just take a quick gander here. This is 2.2 million. It's in Newark. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Um, Interesting. All right. Yeah. All right. So first thing we're gonna do is check and see if it's listed. Wait, yes. Please check email. Okay. Let's see. Uh, so she said, so part of follow-up, guys, just so you know, is me talking to my assistant. Okay. I'll look when I'm done live. Okay. 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 So hold on. We are going to just make sure that there are no new commercials because I got to keep. Oh, she's in. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Uh, let's go back now. So what we do first, guys, is we now first check to just make sure that we are doing. It's not listed. Okay, there it is. It is not. It never sold. Oh, this is a perfect place. I wonder if this guy knows the owner, but it's not listed, so who cares? That's the most important thing. So now that we know it's not, we are going to make a phone call. Yeah, not listed. Was this thing even on? It wasn't even on commercial sites. Yeah, this agent, he's either got to know them, 'cause they didn't do these people any favors. This is Elizabeth that we're calling. So let's give her a call. All right. Let's see. Well, it's ringing. See if we can get Elizabeth. Liz. Good morning, Liz. My name is Daniel. I'm a commercial agent with Tip Commercial, right in Essex County. Liz, just wanted to reach out to you regarding a property that I think you're the owner on. It's over in Newark on Hennessy. So when you have a moment, it's Monday. It's about 9:15. Give me a call. My partner and I were just looking at the property and had a couple questions for you. My number is 973-255-8714. I'm also going to send you a quick text as well. Thanks, Liz. Now let's send her a text. Hi, Liz. Hi. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, that's first. Now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna put a note in here that we spoke to or left a message, I should say. Okay. Alright, that's first, and then we have another commercial to call. Who else are we gonna call here? Yes, this one. Oh, this guy's in is up there in age. Now, is that who I called yesterday? Let's figure that out. Yeah, that's him. Okay, good. Cool. Alright. Okay, cool. Alright. So this is Scott. I don't know. Okay. Cool. All right. So the owner of this place is that we were calling yesterday. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. All right. So these are moving forward, which is good. So this is Scott that we're going to call right now. He owns a. I think this is a bar. We're going to give him a call. We called him yesterday. I didn't hear back from him, but let's see if we can get in touch with him. This is his number, and it is ringing. So let's see. No, it's going to go to voicemail. Yep. So that is his number. He is not answering, so that is fine. That is fine. What we're going to now do is pivot to. All right. Yeah, we're going to pivot to cash offers. All right. This is. Oh, I wanted to talk to Scott. That's right. Let me call this guy back. Yeah, we're going to call Scott back. Hi, is this Scott? Scott Daniel with Real Estate Solutions. How you doing? I'm doing good. Remember speaking to me a few days ago? Yeah. What's that? Oh, yeah. I didn't. Did somebody send something over to your home? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, so I spoke to just to give you an idea, did I get you at a good time to Oh, all right. No, no worries, no worries. So just to give you a quick update, so I spoke to the partners, with regards to your property, and if it didn't seem like for you time was an issue, and most of the time when we do cash offers and when people take cash offers, the reason is because they want the cash in their pockets in like 20, 25 days. That being said, you're not gonna get market value for it. There will be, figure and I'll be, completely frank with you. You're gonna look at about 70 to 75 cents on the dollar, when you do cash, because there usually needs to be work that needs to be done, and then what we end up doing and the partners do is then they resell it. From what you described to me at your home, it sounds like the home is in really good shape, no? Yeah, right. So I didn't think that I mean, your number for cash would be less than the 350 that you were looking for. It'd probably be in the ballpark of like, eh, honestly, probably in the 275 range, 275 to 3, in that ballpark. Um, I know, and that's the thing, like, people that have time, that's really an issue, the cash would work. We can do for you what we've done. We have a property right now in Franklin over on Nestor Street. They just listed it with us, and we ended up getting them significantly over list price for it. And it's under contract and going to close in a month. We can do that for you too. If the time frame for you is hey, we don't need the money like tomorrow. Okay. Oh, it did. Okay. T- yeah. So somebody put an offer, was accepted, and now it's going through the process. Okay. Hmm. It's gonna be a I will say this, and it is because of the market we're in right now and where you wanna be, sales with that are contingent on you selling another are gonna be a challenge to get accepted, only because there's not a lot of inventory, my friend, I know, it's hard. So I would ask you this, if you were to sell this, do you have like ah, like maybe somewhere temporary to park your stuff and to go while we look for a property, or it's just not you don't have anything like that? Like, you were to sell it, you realize the gain of the property in Newton, and then maybe you parents or you could do a short-term rental, something like that while we find the property that you wanna purchase. Is any of that in play, or is it you have to do yeah, sure. Yeah. No, I do. We work with a ton of families that we've been doing this for a long time, about 25 years, so, I understand you exactly where you guys are at. Well, let me do this then. It sounds like now it wouldn't be a good time for us to kind of pick out like what areas you're looking for and what you're looking for in a home. What would be a good time for me to reconnect with you and maybe even your wife if she's there? We can kind of figure this out and maybe put a strategy together for you guys to really just make this happen and move into the home that you want. All right, that would be great. Tomorrow morning or afternoon? Okay. So let's say we did tomorrow around this time with like 9:30 work. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put you in for tomorrow, 9:30, and yeah, we'll get and give me your wife's name again, Scott. That's it. With a C. Yep, I remember. All right. Catherine Scott. Perfect. Okay. Any questions you have, write them down, and then we can go over those first, and then let's come up with a strategy and figure out how we can make this happen for you. Okay? All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Scott. Thank you. Okay. So what we just did, this is going to be a challenge, but we can make it happen. Is he's got a okay. So that's an appointment, guys. We set an appointment for tomorrow. We're going to talk this out, myself, him, and his wife, and we're going to figure out how to make this thing happen for him because it is going to be a contingent sale. The property that he's selling now. Initially, he raises said, "Hey, I'd like a cash offer." I went over the cash offer with him. I didn't think it was going to be something that he would take, only because time is not an issue for him, and the property is in shape. It's not in disrepair. So going on the open market and having buyers compete for it would probably be the best thing. Now, there are some drawbacks to it, and the biggest drawback is that he's on a double yellow line road. It is a main road, so that will affect certain buyers that do not want to buy on busy streets, and it's a busy street. I know the road. So, but that's an appointment, guys. So we're tomorrow 9 o'clock. So you'll be able. I'll stream that live. You'll be able to hear it, and we can go over it together. And we can. I want you guys to do it. Okay. So who else do we have here that we can call? Let's see. Who else? And I just want to impart this on you two guys. Just remember, all this is, guys, are just people having conversations. If you notice, having a conversation with them. That's all we're doing. He was talking to clients. He reached out, said, "I want a cash offer." It didn't make sense for him because he's taking too much of a discount on a property that's in really good shape. Okay. So let's see, who would be next? Okay, cool. What's up, Karad? You missed it, brother. I just set an appointment. See, you just missed it. Ah, what'd you do? You log on, log off? You slacker. I'm gonna text you right now, bro. All right. He like logged in and then logged out, but it's all good. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set another appointment. So let's go for two today. So that's good. Let's try Daniela. Hmm. Uh, Sorry, guys. I'm actually texting with an agent who's a good friend. Um, and I just set an appointment with a cash offer, and I'm just going to voice this. I'll voice text it so you can hear it. Hey, brother. So yeah, it's what you need to the biggest change that I'm going to imagine needs to happen is taking off your agent hat, putting on an investor hat. So coming into these calls like you're an investor, not a real estate agent. Once you determine whether the cash offer is going to be something that would work for them or not work for them, if it doesn't, then you can just let them know, hey, like, we're also a full service real estate company. So um, we got a good fortune of, when cash offers, just the numbers maybe not work and time might not be an issue. We just get it right on the open market and have buyers competing for it. We have a couple properties right now that are on the market, and I can give you those addresses if you're curious. But we can do that for you too, and just go from that route. But you have to come out first with investor, not a real estate agent. All right. So whoever's, I don't know if this is you, Humbert. Um, if you're doing cash offers, that's the biggest pivot is pivoting away from you're a real estate agent to, hey, I'm just an investor and we can provide a cash offer here, and let's figure out together as a team what your goals and objectives are as a seller. And then we'll figure out whether cash offer is going to make sense for you. Money in your pocket, 20, 25 days. Um, and I'm very upfront with them. Sometimes the cash offer is not going to be what you would be able to get on the open market, but there are some advantages to it and some disadvantages to it. Whoops. So let's figure out together as a team which option would be best for you. And if you feel like maybe just going on the open market and seeing what the buying public would pay, we can do that too. We're a full service company, and you go from there. So that's what I did with this seller. His name's Scott, and he has a newborn, and they're trying to get into a nicer home, bigger home, and but the house they live in is in good shape. So in asking questions, which I have right here, I determined that the cash offer is probably not going to be something he's going to want. I said, why don't we just figure out a strategy together as a team, myself, you, and your wife. I said we can do this tomorrow because he said I only have a couple minutes. The baby's crying, and my wife is home too. So because you know what that's like, and I don't have kids, but I said, hey, we've sold hundreds of homes. I know exactly what you're talking about. We have a set appointment for tomorrow at 9. Um, and we're going to figure out together how we're going to make this happen for him to sell this property and buy the next one. So instead of him going to listing agents to put offers in on properties that he's interested in, now I'm going to do that. And if I determine that it's something that's just going to take up too much of time to show property, then what we're going to do is I'll just refer it out. I have agents that I can refer out. That's all. So you just keep again, guys. All of this is just another lever, another lead source. Okay. All right. So, hey, I appreciate who's ever on. We had a couple people before, but whoever's watching now on YouTube, I appreciate you. I'm just gonna grab a cup of coffee. Um, if you're open to it, drop in the chat where you're at, and if you want to hear cash offer, probate. I don't have a lot of probates to call today, but I could probably call a couple. Or commercial. Like, what do you want to hear? What are you looking for me to go over with you? All right. Yeah, it'd be good to see what you guys want to hear because I can do it. I can call who you want um, and set appointments that way. So just drop in the chat, drop in the comments what you're looking to hear. All right. We just set one. We just set an appointment. Just set, yeah. So you just heard me set one with a cash offer. What else do you want to hear? And I'm gonna give a couple calls to some other ones. So let's all right, I'm gonna keep going with cash offers, 'cause I don't nobody's dropping in the comments what they want, so we're just gonna keep going with these. These are follow-up calls. I haven't been able to connect with this woman yet. This is Daniela, but she did raise her hand. It always goes right to voicemail. Ugh, and the mailbox is now full. Wasn't full yesterday, but, um, okay. So she's in a great. I know this house too. It's a really good house. I'm really hoping that I can get in touch with her. I'd love to list it. So, all right, but we're gonna keep on her. Scott, we just called. All right, this is Nicole. She okay, let's see. It's not ringing yet. Why is this not ringing? Oh, went right to voicemail. That's why. All right. This other one is Lois. Oh, you know who I'm gonna try? I'm gonna try Catherine. This is Catherine. Catherine, I spoke to a while back. This is probably a month ago, more than a month ago. And I went over everything with her to set it up. We didn't even like go over what I could do as far as cash. She had to do some work on it and said, once I'm done with the work, I'll have you out. I really appreciate you. She told me everything about her, all this stuff. And now I haven't been able to, she's not returned any of my calls. So let's see if maybe I can get 3 rings. Nah. She may have changed her mind, which is fine. Hi, Catherine. Hey, Catherine. I don't know if you remember speaking to me. This is Daniel. Oh, okay. Wasn't sure. I mean, we spoke. We spoke. Well, probably what, maybe over a month ago. Um, okay. We haven't connected, and I know the last time we spoke, the only time we spoke, you were going to be doing some work, and then said, "Hey, maybe once I'm done, we can have you." Tell me where you're at, I guess, because again, I don't wanna I didn't wanna keep kind of bothering and calling if, you weren't interested in doing anything, but I hadn't heard from you, so just figured, let me give a shout and see where you're at. Uh-huh. Sh Sure. Oh, god. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. Yes, I have all the notes right here. I wish you and just to but I wish you would have asked me. I would have given you the mortgage contact that does my own personal stuff. I don't get any money for it, but I figured it's somebody that maybe I could vouch for them and say, "Hey, these people, this is a reputable bank. They'll do it because we have a HELOC with them." I would have just given them your information. Here, this is a client, and then she has some needs, take care of it. They would have totally done that for you. Okay. Mhm. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh god. No, 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 no. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Ay, ay, ay. Mhm. 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 Yes. I was in lending. I don't know if I told this to you. I started out in lending in it with a do you ever remember a company called Champion Mortgage? Yeah, your bank says no, Champion says yes. There you go. Yes, happened in 1999 when I came out of college. That's the first company I worked for, and I didn't even know what a mortgage was, and they said, "Do not worry, we will train you." And sure enough, after 3 weeks, I knew everything that I needed to know about refinancing, mortgages, purchases, all of that. So I share that to say, right off the bat, from what you're telling me with whatever company this is, it is they are not somebody that I would be comfortable sending my family members to. My mother, my sister, my brother. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I but because they make that's the whole thing. Yes. Mhm, mhm. Absolutely, absolutely. What's the rate on your first? Yeah, on the first you have now. Oh god, why would they tell you to refinance that? That's just dumb, it's bad practice. Yeah, yeah, so, right off the bat, that's the first thing that I look at is like, "Alright, what are they advising you to do?" The fact that they're advising, because I could never tell a client of mine, like, "Hey, um, you know, refinance this from 2.5% or 3 up to 7, and then it's gonna make sense for you." It just doesn't. You know simple math, it doesn't make sense. So the fact that they're advising you mhm, it's not. No. They're not gonna that's not gonna affect your score in any way. You're a perfect candidate for a HELOC. You're perfect for it, because what the HELOC would do is give you the money to pay off the debt, or you just take out a second mortgage. You can do a second mortgage on the first, and I don't know, take out 30, 40 grand, whatever, 50 grand, and pay off your debt. That's what that's for, not to refinance the whole thing and suck up costs and fees. And I can tell you right off the bat, you're not gonna get that. What's that? Yeah, good. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. I what's your next move with them? Are you just gonna cancel it or yeah, good for you. Good for you. No. It's that's yeah, no. Yeah. There's a better way to do what you're looking to do. You really have 2 options. I'll go over both of them. I know you wanted to is well, here's question 1, Catherine. Is selling still something that is important to you, or are you thinking, "Let's put that aside. I wanna do a small refi to get some cash out to pay off debt." What's more important? Mhm, mhm. She's right. Mhm. Yeah. Mm. He's right. Okay. Okay. I mean, I think that's probably the best route for you. That's why I've always got, like, like, tell me look, whether it's me or somebody else, whether it's now or later, meeting with someone like myself, we're a full service company, so whether it's cash offer or it's just going on the open market and having buyers compete for your property, I always share with at least you've met with the top agent, investor in your area, you know, the information you need, and you make the best decision you can for yourself and your family. And again, whether it's me or someone else, whether it's now or it's later, it doesn't matter. We're just here to help you. We've been around as long as we have. So that's what I would say to it sounds like whoever you're speaking to advising you well. They're right. You can just pay everything off once you sell this property, you can pay it off. Or what I would suggest is take the cash, you get the cash, and then pay the credit card debt off the minute you close the house. You're gonna have all that money in your account, and you just write out the check, pay everything off. You're done. Mhm. Yeah, correct. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't I mean, I've advised my mother, I've advised my relatives on these because I'm in it. And I would say the same exact thing to them that I'm saying to you. I wouldn't move forward with that refi. I would sell the property that you're looking the home you're sitting in now, because there is equity there. Realize the gain, which is the money in your account, property sold, and then you write out your checks, pay everything off, and then you keep what's left and put that, towards the next purchase. That's what I would do. Yep. Yeah. I wouldn't do that either. I would never advise anybody to do that. So, you're on the right track. This is good. I'm glad we ended up connecting today. You're definitely on the right track. Um, is there something I can do to help you? I don't know, maybe with your, property or, are you thinking you wanna go on the open market and have the buyers compete for it? Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Mhm. Yeah. There's no I was so we it's funny, I was just at a conference, actually up in Wantage. I was in Wantage at my friend's farm. Yeah, he's right on 284, right off of 284. And, oh, cool. Alright. Yeah. Well, did you well, I guess first question, have you spoken to the owners and stuff about it, or it's just you've identified it and, um, is it listed? Is it on the open? Oh, okay. I got it. Oh, that's right. You said your cousin's a realtor. Got it. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. So it has everything that you're looking for, it sounds like. Got it. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Yep, what you can do. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds it. It definitely sounds it. Homestead Hills. It is about 200. Yeah, it's Mike Hearn. He bought it a couple of years ago. He raises cattle up there. Um, he's an agent too. Um, he does a lot of business down in Hudson County, and we both grew up in Sussex County. He's a farmer by nature. He loves farming. He's only like 38, 39. But bought about a couple hundred acres up there and holds meetings up there in masterminds. And yeah, I was just up there on Friday, and then we went to that place, Pennings. It's a cider. It's a cider place. They make like cider. It's at the bottom of a road that takes you to Greenwood Lake. On 94. On a, it's next to, I want to say it's the Warwick Drive-In. Yeah, it's literally right next to it. Yeah, so that there's a cider place, like a big farm where you can, like drink cider. Yeah, it's fun. It was a lot of fun. But we were up there talking about the market and the government shutdown and all these kinds of things. And, because what we do is we all mastermind, everybody's in different markets, and then we just take information that we could, share with, I'm sharing information with you that I learned there, and they took stuff that I know and they're gonna share it with us. So, so I was just up there and, I thought about you. That's why I was like, let me just give her a shout and see. Um, so here's an interesting question: is if you were to go on the open market with the property that you own, um, in Montague, are you thinking you're going to go with your cousin, or are you thinking you would go with? I don't know what kind of experience they have with it, but you tell me. Okay. Is he okay? So this is part time. Got it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is full time for us, for myself, my team. We do this basically full time. So um, we have a couple clients that are like you that, hey, we were interested in a cash offer. The cash offer didn't make sense as far as the number. So they said to us, let's just put it on the open market and list it. I got one in Franklin right now that between you and I, we took over $40,000 over asking price. We're going to probably set a record for um, that area for the price that we got for it per square foot. Um, yeah, so and we have another one coming to market too in Ogdensburg. So we do have experience. What I would ask you is if you're thinking you want to have buyers. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. It sounds it. It sounds it. Yes. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. Well, what we would okay. Mhm. Well, they do, and so what it sounds like to me is if we were, and I would share with you this too. We would always include your cousin too, like, if like, we went into this all the time, 'cause everybody knows somebody who's a realtor, but I know, everybody knows something. The the challenge that we run into is if they're family members, they don't wanna upset the family member, and I said, "Listen, I can totally understand that." I said, "What we do is this," because again, it's not full time for her, and for something that, the quality that I'm hearing from you and what's gonna need to happen as far as attention to the listing, you're probably gonna need somebody full time to take care of it. So what we offer is always this, we would always offer to give them what's called a referral fee. So they're still included in the property and in the sale, but we basically handle everything. And we're more than happy to do that with your cousin, um, on the sale of this one. On the buying property is easy. All you're doing is opening up a door, showing it to them, to you like it, she'd write up the offer, submit it, and then that's basically what a buyer agent does. The listing agent is the one who does most of the work and takes most of the risk. Because if the property doesn't sell, the listing agent takes care of photography, they take care of marketing, they take care of all of that, and they don't get reimbursed. So that's the challenge and the difference between buyer agent, seller agent. So we're more than happy to do that for you. If you're thinking you feel comfortable with me and my team, that we can handle the sale here for you. We would not have buyers, coming in there that don't understand and know the ins and outs, the minutia of the property. We would list that and probably do maybe like we wouldn't have people coming in at odd hours too. If you didn't want buyers traipsing through the home all the time, we can set up showing times where it's specific times, and maybe we do an open house on like a Saturday or a Sunday to get all the other buyers in there on the weekend. And then what we do is we close it off. Everybody who wants to make an offer makes it. We go over the offers together as a team, myself and you, and then we figure out which one you feel comfortable taking. That's it. Mm. Mhm. Absolutely, it does. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yep. Well, yeah, and what I would probably do is include, my buddy Mike, who's up there uh, Wantage. He has a large network, so do I, so we would just probably include him on how we're gonna be marketing this, and, again, just getting him involved. He owns over 200 acres, and he has, I think, 30 acres right now for sale. Um, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, I'll tell you right now what he has for sale. He just sent it out the other day. Where did it go? Mm, give me 1 minute. That's Luke. Anyway, I don't wanna sit and try to find this listing, but he sent it out the other day, and, it's up there. It was property that wasn't attached to his property, and he had it, you know what, it's a pain in the butt, I'm gonna sell it, so he has that listed too. What I would do is, again, I would just include that in, like, how he's marketing, like, we collaborate. That's the best way to say what we do. We collaborate with everybody, so, uh, that's how we would do it. We would get Yeah. So that's what we would do. So, so again, Catherine, you tell me, like, what's the time frame you're thinking you would want to do something? I know you said you were going to move sooner rather than later. What are you thinking? Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Right. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. Sure. Okay. That's a good exactly. Good for you. Oh, wow. Okay. So then price is definitely an issue there. That's how you know it's just price. If properties are priced correctly, they sell. They'll sell. What town is it in, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, it's in Wantage, okay. Huh, wow. And is it residential or is it commercial? Yeah, yep, yeah, yeah. Oh, I see it, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's in a trust too. It's in a trust. It's the owners own it in a trust, so yeah, yep, okay. Um, they had on here, interesting, highest and best due. They did a highest and best on October 6th, weirdly, and it's oh, that's interesting, okay. So they must have had other offers on it. If they're saying, highest and best, they must have had other offers. Okay. Hmm, got it. Yeah. Well, I will again, I would just say that we are here for you when you are ready. If you want, we would love to, we could there. If it's a 10 or 15-minute Zoom call, you want me to come out in person, and I could bring, uh, all the information that we would have, and again, if you feel comfortable and confident with us that we can help you get max dollars, for the property, then we would just say, "Yeah, if you're open to listing with us and working with us, we would go over everything." Yeah, well, that's our job. Yeah, so what we would do is this, and this is how we can kind of circumvent that, is when whoever's gonna buy your property most likely is going to get a lender. They're gonna have a lender do it. They're not gonna pay cash. Only like 2 or 3% of deals now are cash. With that said, the lender has appraisers that they use. When the appraisals get set, what we then do is we send the appraiser comparables. Hey, here's some recent properties that are similar to this, not exact, but you can use these as a benchmark for this property. Because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna take 3 properties that sold, but they're gonna try to compare yours to. That's what they did. Yeah, you know it. So we'll send that to them and share, "Hey, here's comparables. These are like the property, use these." And then whether they do or not, unfortunately, isn't up to me, but at least we can influence. Yeah, so that's what we'll do for you for that. Yeah, and then once again, the process shouldn't be very long, from start to finish once we take the contract and accept it. I don't know, 60 days maybe 75 if, yeah, maybe 75 if the lender is the biggest hurdle. Everything else moves forward. Yeah, everything moves forward smoothly. It's the lender that always tends to kind of delay. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Well, then let's do this. Yeah, and it sounds like you dodged a bullet there, which is good, but everything kind of happens the way it should, and you weren't that refi wasn't gonna happen. I don't think it was that was going to be and to have. So, yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Yep. Okay. Uh, yeah. Well, if you did list in the next couple weeks, you're listing at a good time because it's before Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, yeah, it tends to slow down between Thanksgiving and Christmas because of the holidays. People are, they're taking care of their own families, or, traveling, that kind of thing. So, eh, there you go. Yeah, so same thing with you. So, yeah, let's then it sounds like the best you correct me if I'm wrong, plausible next steps would be, let's reconnect maybe a week, week and a half when the work is done. Yeah, and you're like, "Hey, um, I'm ready to sit down and see what you can do," and then we would go from there. If you again, we'll have the paperwork ready. If you feel comfortable with us, we can get you what we're getting for, the property in Franklin, um, and other ones that we can show you, then we do that and just you can put us to work. It's on Nestor Street. Mhm. Yeah, right off it's literally 2 seconds off of 23. You take Rutherford to mhm, but people wanna be it because, it's not on 23, it's in the neighborhood just off of 23. Yeah, yeah. So you would take Rutherford to, I believe it's Nestor. And it's semi near the ShopRite, very close to the ShopRite. Mhm. Yeah. We had multiple offers on it, and then we just leveraged them, got a really, really favorable offer. The seller's completely thrilled. He didn't even think he was gonna get, 350 for it. We ended up getting almost 4. So he is very, very happy. So but he was like you. He was like you. "Hey, give me a cash offer." We went over the numbers. He didn't like it. He's like, "No, I don't think that's it's just not a number that we can work with." And I said, "Well, hey," I said, "Martin's time's not an issue for you, so why don't we just go on the open market? The buyers compete for it. We structure the price in a specific way." 7 days, 8 days, open market. Yeah. Yeah, it's all in how Catherine, you structure the price. You wanted to go high, and I said, "You can do that. I'm not gonna say no. Whatever, this is your property, you're the boss." I said, "But if you structure it in a way where you're literally right at market value, where the buyers see value, you're gonna get more than one, they're gonna compete with each other. And what happens is they see value, they're gonna give their highest and best, it's gonna be aggressive, and then we can control the deal. We control the appraisal, the inspections, things of that nature, and, that's what happened. We had multiple offers, and one of them just blew everybody out of the water. Yep, yeah. Well, it's all possible. It's just we go over this together. We'll go over strategies together. And then you tell me, hey, Dan, this is the one that I feel comfortable with. We move forward with it. Mhm. Yes. Yes. Well, the agents need to have the ability and the skill to share with you, this is what works, this doesn't. And a lot of times, when sellers have a number in their head for their property that's not going to work, the agent, because they're coming from a place of more desperation than collaboration, things like that. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do that because they don't want to lose the listing. And we don't do that. We come from a place of contribution. We do not come from a place of desperation. We're not desperate for your listing, but we do want to help you get the absolute most for it, and we'll show you strategies that will do that. You pick it, but we'll show you this is what's working, this is not. Based on this and this, what do you think is going to serve you and your family best? And you pick it. It's very simple. But age, okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Good. Mhm. Yeah. Yep. So we'll go over all of that together once you are, hey, you know what, Dan, like we want to get this on the market in the next day or so. I'm ready for you to come out. And we would do. We would come out, take a look, and have a paperwork, go over it together, price together, and we come up with a professional fee structure together. Because it'll never be a reason we don't do business together. It's always going to be something that works for all parties. Sound good? Perfect. Yeah. Hap- and the great news is, Catherine, we're not in the business of giving homes away either. We are not. We are looking. Look, the more that we get, the more you get, and vice versa. The more you get, the more we get. So we're all in this. We're on the same team when it comes to that. Catherine, I don't like money. I love money. I know, but I'm kidding. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know it. Yes, yes. We live on an economic planet, and unfortunately, or fortunately, I think more unfortunately, money tends to circumvent the human element of people in general. Yeah, like we're humans first. You're a person first, and I try to keep that in mind, like, hey, you know, let's get to the core of who we are as people. Well, you're a person, I'm a person. You have a need, and if I can help you with that need, then I can. If I'm not the right fit for you, that's okay too. I'm not for everybody, and I know that. You may not be either. But yeah, well, it's funny. When we initially spoke, we spoke for a good hour, and you gave me all the details about your daughter, and I have a whole page of notes, and I just said, "Man, I would love to help them," because I felt like we had a really good conversation, and then I didn't hear from you for like a month and a half, and I said to myself, "He doesn't seem like somebody that would just drop off the face of the earth. I bet something's going on." And that's what I thought. So, yeah. Well, then I think this is great. So let's do this. Let's pick a day next week. So I'm looking at the calendar here. Um, what is like next? I don't know. Wednesday sound or Tuesday sound for you? Is there a specific day that's better? Are there Okay. Yes. Okay. It sounds it. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep it short and sweet. Yeah, we'll keep it short and sweet. Um, okay. All right. Then I love it. No, listen, I appreciate your honesty. Um, so then how's Tuesday? And then what time is generally good? Is the morning good? Like 10, 10:30? Okay. Yeah, yeah. I love it. All right. Well, then I'm gonna put in here, Catherine, 10 AM? Okay, 10 AM, and you can if you wanna, pop it in your calendar too. I'm gonna give you a ring. You tell me where you are, and if it's again, we're ready to go, the work is done, we wanna get this on the market maybe by the weekend or, very shortly after, and then we can talk about. Right. Got it. Okay. Love it. Yeah, light that fire. Light that fire. Mhm. Mhm. Well, let's see if we can make that happen. Let's make that happen. This will be a good thing. I'm lucky to be able to help you with it. So, I'm looking forward to talking to you again. This is my number, obviously. If there's something that happens in the meantime and you wanna reach out to me to let me know, oh, I see your number, I'll always answer. Okay? Thank you again, God. This was great. I'm glad we had a chance to connect today. I'm glad that everything is okay. Oh, good, good, good. Love it. I love it. Yes, ma'am. I love it. Well, listen, then once we get done with all of this and the house is closed, I wanna taste some of that. Yeah, I do. Love that. I like just plain, like just regular. What's that? Probably chocolate, but I would even sample both. I bet. So, yeah, uh, I'm looking forward to it, so let's see if we can make it happen. I love it. Awesome. You're the best, Catherine. Put you got you in here in the calendar, and we'll connect, next Tuesday. Awesome. My pleasure. I'll talk to you soon. You too. Take care, Catherine. Okay, bye. Cool. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I wanna summarize this phone call because this was a longer one, but a really good one. Alright, I spoke to Catherine, I'm gonna tell you right now when I initially spoke to her. August 26th. So that is what? A month and a half ago? We initially spoke, probably about an hour. She has challenges with family members and wants to sell this property. It's a horse farm, and buy one closer that's more convenient for her family's needs. I know those needs because I have them here. Then we were supposed to talk the following week when she had work done. I couldn't get in touch with her. She wasn't answering. Long and short of it is, I'm gonna tell you how many times I followed up to call, because today is follow-up. How many times I called? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times. 13 times between August 26th and now, I called and either left a message, texted her, and I didn't hear from her. I just called her today and she answered, and I said, "Hey, I just was curious if you remember talking to me." She said, "Oh my god, totally, I remember talking to you." She's like, "I enjoyed talking to you." She was in the middle of a refinance. The refinance company was taking advantage of her. If you listen to me speaking to her, that's initially how I got into this business was in lending. And, uh, oh, I don't mind sharing this. The company that I ended up getting fired from, when I was in sales for them, they wanted me to do exactly what this company is doing to her, which is pitch the first mortgage, even though it doesn't make sense. And I had a problem with it. I told my boss, who I know who he is to this day because he's still in the industry, but I just honestly don't like him. I said, I'm not doing that. I said, you can't sit here and convince me that somebody that's got a 4% rate, it makes sense for them to refinance into a 7% rate first mortgage when all they have is $30,000 in credit card debt and can take out a small second mortgage and pay that off. It doesn't make sense to lump them into the first, even though you're going to make more money. And I wouldn't do it. And they ended up firing me for it. So this company that she was going to do a refinance, it's the same thing. She has a really low first rate, credit card debt. A HELOC or a small second mortgage would have been fine, but they're trying to push the first on her, and she kind of got cold feet because it didn't make sense. And I said I wouldn't do it if I were you. There's better ways to pay off debt. So just a quick synopsis of what we talked about. And guys, when you're candid and honest with clients, even if it doesn't make financial sense or even if it doesn't benefit you financially, it doesn't matter. They know it. Now she's like, you know what? Yeah, like everything you're saying is what I learned yesterday, she said. They keep sending her the documents to sign and she won't sign them. So we're going to, she's very comfortable with me. She has a cousin who's in the industry who's gonna, the property that she's buying, the cousin already showed it to her. So I'm not gonna be able to, get involved with that. But with this property, she mentioned that the cousin's not full time. She has another job full time. This is more like if she gets a deal, she gets a deal. If she doesn't, she doesn't. She's not relying on it. And I said, well, you really want somebody full time that's going to be able to show your property, market it, all that kind of stuff. So I share that to say, guys, she raised her hand and said, I want a cash offer. Hey, can you give me a, it didn't make sense. And now what we're going to probably end up doing is just listing it. So do you what and if hey, drop in the comments if you guys heard me say something to her and you like that script. I can send you a link for scripts. Because on one of my scripts, hey, you heard me say it to her. And this is scripted. As whether it's now or later, Catherine, could be me, maybe even somebody else. But at least you've met with a top agent in your area. You At least you've met with a top agent in your area. You will have all the information you need so you can make the best decision you can for yourself and your family. That's 8 U's, guys. 8. Not once did I say I. That's on my scripts. So if you're interested in those, drop in the comments. I can send you a link for scripts. Or if you just like what I heard, like what you heard, or something else. But this is all. Hey, Karina, good to hear from you. This is all in my head. I don't need, scripts much anymore because I've memorized them. So, do you know how, when I said that to her, she said to me, "That's exactly what I need." Because when I said, "Does that make sense to you?" What's the most logical answer after I say that to her? Whether it's now or later, Catherine, me, maybe even somebody else. At least you have met with a top agent in your area. You will have all the information you need so you can make the best decision you can for yourself and your. And I say, does that make sense? What's the next logical answer? Yes, perfect. Under optimal conditions, are you generally available evenings or afternoons better for you? Now I know that she's not ready to list it yet, and she has to cancel the refinance because she's still in process with that. So, um, and there's the cousin factor, and you heard me offer out a referral to the cousin, which I'm fine doing. So with that said, that's an appointment, guys. We're gonna be getting out there. Wow, market's down huge today. Jeez Louise, that sucks. So this is 2, guys. This is awesome. It's a good morning. This is just follow-up too, just follow-up. So I have in here, Catherine, 10 AM. I'm gonna write the number. I still use this, guys, just so you know. I don't like using Google Calendar. I do use it, but I like to just write things down and have this in front of me. And, my coach, my mentor, Aaron, always busts my chops. He'll see this and be like, "Hey, do you have carrier pigeons that drop your groceries off too and send you mail?" I'm like, "Bro, take a seat. Come on, bro. Take a seat, B." Okay, cool. And she's in. All right, guys. And I collaborate with, my friend Mike, who is up in this area too. And he's a big agent up there. He's a huge agent where we are. Hey, what's up, Catherine? What's up? Oh, hey, Kathleen. There you are. Man, I can't even type today. Jeez, I'm trying to say, hey, Kathleen. Jeez. There we go. I don't know if you heard, Kathleen. I just set 2 appointments. I had 2 of them that we set this morning on follow-up calls for cash offers. So, and we have 2 offers out right now that we're waiting to shore up. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. All right. I'm trying to think, is there any others that I have to call? Mm, and guys, any questions? Did you hear something that you liked? Tell me what, oh, who did they which one? Hang on, which one? Oh, yeah, cool. I disputed something and it got accepted, so that's good. Alright, doesn't sound like you guys have any questions about anything. I'd love to answer them if you do. I'm just gonna grab a quick cup of coffee, I have a little bit more left. Drop in the comments if you guys have any questions or you heard something or you or maybe you were just like, "You know what, Dan? I heard what you just said. That's pretty fucking dope. I'm gonna use that. That's the shit." Because guys, those scripts are the shit, man. That is they are like they're the shit. Talk to me, man. Who else is saying that? Tell me, like, on planet Earth, who else is saying, "Hey, Catherine," whether it's now or later, could be me, maybe even somebody else. At least you've met with the top agent in your area. You will have all the information you need. You can make the best decision you can for yourself and your family. Does that make sense? That's exactly what I need, man. Yeah, I know. I know that's what you need. That's why I asked that question. Come on, man. That's just some dope shit, man. I should charge like $1,000,000 for those scripts. They're that good. I'm on fire today. 2 good appointments just from doing follow-ups, man. Shit, I spilled my coffee. I was so excited. It's got on my phone, actually. Alright. Anybody got any hold on, I gotta get a napkin. There we go. Alright. Oh, look at you guys all left because I started talking smack. You guys are some weak sauce, man. That's weak. Weak sauce, weak sauce. I had, like, 2 or 3 of you guys on YouTube, and then I started, like just said, "Man, those scripts are dope. I should charge, like, $1,000,000." You guys left. That's some weak shit. Excuse me. Alright. Um, I think we're pretty good, man. This was a good sesh today. I don't think there's any more that I need to call. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. Alright. Yeah, I think we're good. I think everybody's pretty much gone, so good day today. Really solid day, guys. Thanks.